going on, everybody? Another day, new episode. Glad to have everyone back. Thanks so much for joining. And as you can see, we had to throw down some utilities right after I hung up with last episode. We almost had a complete and utter meltdown in this city with sewage and water and such. Came on real quickly, so I had to take drastic measures. So I just simply threw down some utilities here. I figure in the later episodes here, we can always move it around and we can always find a better location for it. But for right now, I think it'll do. So anyway, one more time, thanks again for joining. Everybody's been, keeping up with the conversation down in the comments below. I definitely appreciate that. Keeps me motivated to keep on going, and it seems like everybody is enjoying this series as I am as well. So let's go ahead. Let's get started. This episode, I want to focus a little bit on power because that was the other issue that we were beginning to have right at the end of last episode, and I really don't want to run into that problem again. So. As far as the best location for it and the power plant of choice, I've yet to kind of figure that out. I was thinking of doing this wave power plant. We've got some coastal area over here, but with doing that, we'll have to go down that whole control net route, and I really don't want to deal with it. Is that the best way of putting it? So I just don't want to deal with it. So we're not going to. As far as solar power plant, I think we could probably do the best with the solar power plant. Plus, I think it looks pretty cool, especially with those upgraded solar arrays. And they don't take up as much space as you would think. So my thoughts are, let's put it out back this way, and we can expand it left and to the right, and this will be like a nice little powerhouse out here. One other thing too, I want to show you guys. I went ahead and I actually. I floated over here to Norrick Hills, and I just made a small little starter town where I've got some resources coming in, and we went ahead and we began the process for our Great Works, our international airport. After reviewing all the comments, you guys, without a doubt, would like to see the international airport. And I agree. I think it's most fitting for a tourist town, packing those tourists by any means necessary. So we went ahead and started that, and it's slowly, pulling things in. Of course, with Sandbox mode, it's not going to take anywhere near as long because we could just import the materials that we need and send it out that way. So for future episodes, we'll get that up and running, and for right now, we'll just focus on this city in particular. And I kind of like where this whole region's going. Everyone else in the comments below seems to like it as well. So I mean, no complaints here, people. No complaints. So we'll get a few of these down here. Hopefully we should stop having to buy electricity. We're actually spending quite a bit of money on electricity as well. And, I don't know, maybe we'll do one more here. Just keep it feng shui. And I think it looks pretty cool. So we'll get that up and running. We'll get some workers in there. And another thing we kind of left off last episode with this apartment level here doing extremely poor. Since then, it's kind of coming around just a little bit. I actually threw down an education level too. I did a couple little things off camera, a couple little tweaking things. This way in this episode, we're not dealing with all the issues. And all in all, I mean, I'm really happy. We actually had some growth down here this way. We got one of these huge towers that came in. It's a commercial building. And everything is, well, aside from having enough workers, well, we have plenty of high wealth workers, actually more than we even really need. And it looks like that might be spilling over to the medium wealth, because it looks to be all high wealth workers aside from 4 low. So, but that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted this area down here to sprawl up. And what else? I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good. Could probably stop. It's not hurting importing it just to keep our head afloat. But yeah, it was really bad. It was sewage problems, and there were people that were hooting and hollering, and it was not a good time. So I went ahead and threw that down. Garbage seems to still be doing okay, so we'll leave garbage. I've not yet had any issues with that. Let's see, fire department. Everybody's well educated. We're not dealing with any of that. We had a clinic last episode too. Police is doing fine. School. Well, we got that school node on the mega tower, so we should hold steady with that. I guess the streetcars, now that we connected this, I had somebody actually say that I can go ahead and upgrade this, and I can. The only problem with that is there ain't really a point. I don't, because there's nothing along this streetcar. I mean, I can do it just to do it, you know what I mean? But to put stops all along here, I'm not sure what if, for example, a rider gets off at a stop right here, what the heck are they going to do? They're going to get out here and they're going to walk all the way heck down this sidewalk. I mean, I don't... Keeping with that idea of leaving nothing but the road itself, to, alleviate traffic from the get-go, I think it's working out well, but I guess we won't really know for sure until we get the international airport, started up, because you got to think of it. For right now, the only people that are coming into the city are coming from this city here, and they're most likely turning down here. It's not going to be until the international airport opens up where we're going to get heavy traffic down this road here as well, which will likely have us have to upgrade something down here, or, of course, install the streetcars. So we'll see. We'll play it out. I'm kind of just letting the traffic, flow about and try to find out if there's any problem spots. This way we can tackle them all at once. So I wanted to add another culture or another landmark. I believe we've got room for a couple more. We didn't really do much with those. Yeah, we've only got the one, the Edificio Copan. So in this episode, let's go ahead and let's pick down something. I don't really have a personal preference. I kind of want to keep it with the similar theme. Tokyo Tower. I always like the Tokyo Tower. It's just something about it. It just looks cool, especially at nighttime. So, that's what we're going to add. We're going to add the Tokyo Tower, people. And maybe we could put it down here. Oh, I like it down here, though. But I don't want to take out that building. That would be sweet. Putting it down on the main avenue here would probably be our best bet. Because, with the added lanes, it's only going to help us with the traffic situation. Let's put it here for now. Worst case, we can move it. Wow, I think it looks sweet. Like I said, at nighttime, I mean, this looks just awesome. This was actually so crazy that we're putting this in, but I was actually watching a show last night. And Tokyo Tower, I believe, was actually, if my comprehension of the show is up to par, it used to actually be like a radio tower. Like, it actually served a purpose. But they've since upgraded it, and this was built in like the 60s or something like that. And they have upgraded it to another huge building in Tokyo somewhere with some huge cell phone tower at the top. So now it's just a tourist attraction. Looks to me almost like the Eiffel Tower. It's almost its own version of the Eiffel Tower. Of course, the Eiffel Tower, to scale, I don't know how this game is to scale, but it's a little bit bigger, but it's the same idea. Probably built around the same time. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, so we'll see how that works out. We've got, do we have a streetcar stop close by? Yeah, we got one right here. Probably should add another one right there, just to make sure there's no issues with that. Make sure everybody can get to it if they'd like. And I've actually been playing a lot of that new game Banished from the independent developers. Purchased it on Steam, and I actually swore to myself that I wasn't going to play it. Not because I'm anti-new game or anything like that, just because, when games first come out, especially, they're usually filled with bugs and stuff like that, and I like to kind of give them time to update themselves a little bit, and have the developers come out with a few patches right then and there. This way you're not frustrated. A lot of times new games that I've had poor experiences with, games not saving, and it's just kind of a headache, and I know it's not really an excuse to kind of write off any new game, but I went ahead and I forgot about all that, and I purchased the game, and might I tell you, I like it. I think it's a good game. I think it would actually be pretty good for this channel. Not sure yet if I'm going to be bringing them out yet. I might. I don't know, but I attempted to record a couple episodes. I'm still personally trying to get a good grasp of the game, so before I do that, or, before I release any episodes, I like to get a good grasp of the game. This way I'm not just rambling on with non-accurate information for you all. But, in the comments below, let me know if you've picked that game up, if you have or have not, if you plan on picking it up, if you've played it before and you like it, if you played it before and you don't like it. Let me know in the comments below. I like to know and see where you guys stand with that. It's more of a, for those of you who don't know, you could just go to, Google and type in, banished game, or you can even just go to Steam, and it's on the top most downloaded games. It came out like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm liking it. I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, enough of that. So we'll see how this kind of takes off. I want to add another hotel, or excuse me, another casino. I always call them hotels. I don't know why. Maybe because more times than not they, encompass a hotel as well. But so we got our high wealth down this way, and I want to kind of grow out this way a little bit. Did we add every hotel that we have? Let's see. No, we haven't dealt much with the sci-fi. We got to add that in, man. What are we doing here? Unless it would be better out this way, maybe? I don't know. No, I'm thinking kind of keep the same theme going, because we got all our ferry docks down here. We're going to have the best results down here. I really believe that. So, let's do that. Let's stretch this down. And I want to see if this... We'll probably have to take that out. But let's see if this is enough room to zone. It has to be that light green. Okay, here's a tip for you all. If you're ever thinking about adding zones in, okay, you might say to yourself, oh, look, it'll fit. No, it won't. You see how that line to the right here is dark green? It's only going to be when it's light green that it's actually going to zone. See how it's partial there? That's a good representation of that. Now, that would actually zone a building. I mean, it might have the water crashing up against the back patio of it, but it would zone in this game. So we're good through this little vicinity here, but we're going to have to take this back a little bit. Hopefully... Can we go one more? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. That is just perfect. So let's try to focus on that. I'd like to have some nice waterfront property down here for the rich of the rich. Let's see. This land down here, though, with it being on the water, it's kind of like terraforming. I don't know how to explain it, but man, this is tough down here. The roads kind of don't want to place down where you expect them to place down, and when they do, they're not doing what you want. Maybe it's better to get like an overhead shot of that. Excuse me. Let's try this again. See, it would be perfect right like that, but it's not letting me. Come on. I don't understand what place building it. Is there a bus stop down here or something? Hold on. There's nothing here. I don't. Maybe I have to come off just a little bit there. Let's see how that looks. Alright, that's for the most part okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I just kind of want to keep the same gradual, bend that we have down on the other side. It's not really, but the coastline is not, exact on both sides, so we'll see how that plays out, but I think that's probably okay. And then we can maybe do like a whoop-de-whoop over here, connect it down over this way or something like that, but we'll see. All right, let's check it out. Let's add a sci-fi casino. I think that would actually look real cool down by the coastline. Oh, we got plenty of room down here, people. Plenty of room. And we'll separate the two by some commercial down here. Let's go ahead and throw that down. Get exceptional amount of room down here for some high rises, so we'll add those in there. And what are these? Yeah, that's commercial down there too. So yeah, we'll throw commercial down on the opposite side. I don't know if that will zone. I don't think this is going to zone. We could try. It's definitely not going to zone the high density aspect of it, but it might zone something. But we'll try. I mean, the way that this is all set up, I don't want to destroy all of our casinos on our ferry docks. Yeah, it actually is going to zone some small. Okay. Not fully maxed out, but it'll work for now. But what I was getting at is I don't want to kind of go back too far, because otherwise we're going to be destroying this whole vibe that we have going on down here. So I don't want to do that. All right, so sci-fi casino, beautiful. Let's go ahead and add and upgrade this one. Where's the? There we go. I like the hollow sign because it's holographic or hologram. I don't know. So add rocket rooms. And then How many of these do we have? 6? What is this thing? Celebrity stage. We'll have to add one of those in. So we'll put that on the water. That's actually pretty perfect. We'll put that. Oh, actually, that looks beautiful. And penthouse. I guess we'll do these. Pretty cool. All right, so we'll give that a chance to kind of open up. Maybe we'll throw another one to the side. We'll see. But let's check our profitability here. I know this one was, yeah, it's doing pretty well here. It was up over 300,000 last episode in, you know, per day profits over here. So that Elgin Casino's holding up strong. Roman Luck Casino, one of the newer addition into the game. It's actually holding up pretty good. These are always pretty much foolproof, these sleek casinos. For those of you that are new to casino towns, those sleek casinos are the ones to bet your money on. And we'll make a little bit of money there. Pretty cool. Actually wondering what we're going to do with this little area down here. I mean, we have our theme park. We have our casinos. I mean, we can just add more casinos. I mean, there's nothing that's stopping us from it. Wow, look at all these ferries, man. That is crazy. They're all heading out that way. Pretty good. All right. Let's see what else we could do here. We have our theme park that we haven't really paid much mind to. And we actually got a lot of room for some new rides. Let's see, can we add a couple more? I think we've added the majority of the big ones. The miniature train set, or whatever this is, the mini train station, miniature train set. I don't know, man. It's just, for me, it's hard to fit in, and I can never get it working properly. So we're not going to put that in. I'm not a big fan of that. Concession stands. You can never have too many concession stands, but we've got plenty already. Just seems like this theme park is kind of bare. I mean, do we have everything here? I don't think we have this guy, do we? Yeah, we do. Right here. Oh no, that's this guy over here. Swings Ride. So we already have that one. Standard attraction. Alright, so looking good on that. So we lost 93,000 on our last Pro Stadium event. That's pretty poor, if you ask me. But all right, Mega Tower, where are you at? So our apartment level, I guess we could probably add another medium wealth apartment level. Medium wealth seems to be doing fairly strong. Don't really have any issues with that. It's the high wealth. Wow, actually they moved in. Great. So last episode we left off with, you know, everybody moving out of this particular level and never to return, but they seem to have gotten things together there. And great. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'll take it. Let's see, commercial. Let's take a look at our numbers. So with all that you see, ladies and gentlemen, mind you, it is sandbox mode, so, you know, we do have a little bit of a head start with, you know, purchasing items and purchasing zonage and stuff like that. But even all in all, I mean, we're still profiting 10,000 an hour, you know, so say what you want, but, you know, with importing our, you know, our different, you know, utilities or what have you, we're actually holding pretty steady at a nice profit there with our taxes fairly low. And our amusement park on top of this, because mind you, this is our profit per hour. What you really want to take a look at is this one down here, this 403,000. Because that's taking everything into account. Your imports, your exports, your amusement parks, your events, all that stuff. So, wow, it just dipped down. Can't believe that. Now it just jumped back up. Yeah, anyway, constant fluctuation is definitely, you know, it's something that you have to expect with tourist towns. You know, people get on and off the boats. What you really want to do, and as I've mentioned in previous episodes, is you want to do what you can to keep you know, the residents local. You want to keep them in your town. You don't want them to leave. We can maybe make this area down here just a commercial casino district or commercial hotel district. Man, I cannot differentiate those two terms for some reason. My mind is crazy. But anyway, this here is a nice little area. These are all, are these businesses or hotels? I don't know. This is definitely a hotel. But it wouldn't hurt to, you know, add more commercial out and about through here. With our low percentage or our low tax rate, you're not really going to have too many issues when it comes to people leaving or businesses going under, because the taxes are so low that it's just a non-issue. So what we'll do is we'll wrap it up this episode. We'll focus next episode more on this little district here. And like I said, we had to throw these down here. Sorry about doing that off camera, but it was do or die, if you will. So yeah, next episode we'll focus a little bit on this area here. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the city thus far. Like I said, the international airport is moving along. We don't have any resources here, but this area down here is feeding it. So hopefully that'll get done in the next episode or two. Maybe I'll just speed that along. But all in all, I mean, this city's turning out very well. In addition to that, we're profiting. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We'll see everyone for the next episode.